You're listening to Turi Ryder's She Said What podcast. I'm Turi, along with Marcy Persky. In this installment, why is it that Marcy is so frequently en route to the vet? And why is it that she so frequently runs into something on the way? Also, 3.5 hours of stand-up comedy open mic night, covered in 20 seconds.
Yesterday was just not good.
Oh.
Not a good day.
Did they listen to the podcast? Is that what happened? They're not supposed to listen to the podcast.
Who?
Your family. Yeah.
I haven't heard anything bad from any of them.
Oh, good.
So
All
I'm
right.
guessing that would be a no.
Oh, good.
I know my eldest listens religiously. It showed up on her end of the year Spotify list.
Oh.
She was very, very proud of that.
She could take a picture and send it in, end of the year Spotify list.
She's actually going to send it to you.
Aw, that will make me so happy.
I just want to point out,
Yes.
at this time in space,
Uh-huh.
I have 2 dogs, 2 cats, and 2 fish that live in the house.
Yeah, you're not being above board and transparent. You're like a Louisiana politician. You are not.
No,
being
those are
transparent.
inside the house.
You have the man cave.
I'm saying inside. I'm
Yeah.
not talking about the goats live
All right,
outside.
let me just put it to you
There's
this
2
way.
of them.
How many animals on the property would require you to pay for a veterinary bill should it arise? Start counting.
Require me.
Yeah, or your husband or your
Okay.
child who has no
3.
money and you end up paying. So let's have it.
3 of the. I'm not going out, so I got to count those 2.
Yeah, of course you do, because you know who gets. Remember when she got that job? You said, "Great, she can start paying me back some of the money that I put out for her." So,
Okay, workshop.
Yeah.
4 cats.
Alrighty.
And they keep pack rats out of it, and it's a 2,000 square foot unit.
Yeah. But the vet bills are the same, whether it's the barn cats or the house.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Then there's.
Did you just put your fingers in your ears and hum? Is that what you just did?
I just did blah, 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 blah.
Uh-huh. Four cats in the shed for which you are responsible. That's 4.
There's, let's see, the kid's dog, Butters.
Okay. Who used to be your dog, so you would still be responsible for that.
I pawned off on them because he was so naughty.
Right.
So they have Butters, and they have a cat named Aurora.
Okay, 5 cats, 1 dog.
Rabbit named Pringles.
All right. That's 1 rabbit, 1 dog.
Then
2, 4,
coming
5
around the
cats.
circle,
Yeah.
there's the 2 goats,
Yeah,
Kevin and the dude.
And notice that the bill is going up. You see that happening? See how that's happening there?
I haven't named any squirrels yet, okay?
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
we've got the 2 cats in the house.
All right. That's 7
Derp
cats.
and Pancakes.
Yeah.
They
7.
keep mice out of the house.
Yeah. And they keep your vet bill at, what are we up to now? $12,675.45.
And there's Belly.
Yeah. That's
Belly
2,
the bulldog.
2 dogs, right? 2 dogs, 7 cats,
Jerry.
1 rabbit. All right. And 2 goats. Yeah. Does this start to sound like
That's it. I'm done. The rest of them are back in the cemetery.
Knowing you would somehow find that you have to provide veterinary care for those as well.
You know what? I've been walking the puppy back there and like threatening him. I'm
Oh,
like,
I didn't.
these are
I
your
didn't
ancestors.
I didn't count that dog. Okay, 3 dogs, 7 cats, 1 rabbit, 2 fish, 2 goats, and what happened to that weird lizard thing your daughter found?
Oh, she let it go.
Thank God.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
And a vet bill like you've never seen, and a vet bill that you can't pay.
I'm getting insurance for the puppy. Does that help?
So I hear.
But no, the mud puppy went into hibernation. And so then
So
the
it's
child
no fun.
decided
No fun to have a lizard
well,
in hibernation.
she
in your
decided
house.
to actually, read up and learn.
Yeah.
So she dug a hole and put it back where she found it.
Good.
But she is going to get 2 Russian tortoises.
Why not? Sure.
There.
Of course.
Why not? Well, they don't go to the vet.
What do? Just die?
They just chill. We've had them before.
Yeah, and what happened to those?
She took them when she moved to Pennsylvania.
And they left. She
And
left
then-
them in Pennsylvania, did she?
Yeah, they wouldn't let them fly. explain when she came home.
Maybe we should have her take a whole bunch more animals to Pennsylvania.
No,
That seems like
no,
a
no,
good
no.
euphemism. Like the
No,
dog went to the farm.
God.
The cat, well, where happened to the cat? Went to Pennsylvania.
You sound like my husband, and I feel bad. You're hurting my feelings. You guys are ganging up on me. I take very good care
I know.
of all of my animals.
Yes, and we're all going to have to take very good care of you when you end up living under a viaduct because
No, you guys will wind up taking care of all my animals when I do my will.
the hell you say. Oh,
I'm
there's a
leaving
thing.
you the worst ones.
Have you experienced this where somebody dies and leaves you a pet that you have no interest in?
You know what? I used to, when we had parrots,
Yes.
remember we had those giant birds?
Yes,
And they lived to be like 100 years old.
they do.
And that was my big threat to my kids. Was if you piss me off, I'm leaving you this one, and I'm leaving you that one, and
Yeah.
I'm leaving you that one.
Well,
But
my girlfriend.
they're not here anymore.
Your friends or your parents?
No, the kids.
Oh,
Oh, no, it's the kids. The
So-
kids I was threatening with.
my friend's
No,
mother
but
had a
my
cat.
first wrist surgery, I couldn't lift any of them.
The parents or your
They
kids.
got, yeah, they
Yeah.
all live with old people
Oh boy.
who have kids to take revenge out on as well.
My friend's mother had a cat that only liked her. It hated everybody else. It just hated everybody else and liked my friend's mother. And when my friend's mother died, she said, "Oh, I really hope that you'll take care of my cat. This cat would take a crap on your pillow. This cat would scratch
Oh,
up your
lovely.
face when you weren't looking." So my friend, loved her mother and wanted to do right by her mother. But on the other hand, under the pretext that she did a lot of traveling for work, the cat had to be rehomed. But the problem is, A, you've got the ghost of your mother threatening you with being haunted if you don't execute her will perfectly and take care of this horrible cat. And also, my friend's friend who was maybe willing to take on the cat had cats. So there was like it was like some kind of war treaty that was negotiated, where technically my friend had not abandoned her mother's cat and the other friend technically hadn't taken on this cat, but would take care of it. And I just thought, if you really hate somebody, like really hate somebody, be sure to get a pet that only likes you and then die. That is what you want to do. And leave that
That's
pet.
kind of Kevin, my goat.
Oh,
Kevin, the goat, the big goat, loves me. He doesn't really love anyone else, and he particularly is fond of headbutting you as you walk away,
uh-huh.
which he would never do to me because I'm his mom.
Uh-huh.
But if I had $1 million,
Yes.
I would leave it to Kevin and then let everybody fight over who's going to take care of Kevin for the rest of his life.
Well, if I were the person who got Kevin, I would make sure that Kevin went to Pennsylvania.
that Kevin wound up in a Greek town.
Here you go. Cuban stew.
Somebody's girl.
Where else was I recently?
I don't think he'd be tasty. But yes, he hates everyone else. And he's very naughty, which makes him even more endearing to me.
So what you're saying is you're planning to challenge your kids' ethics and morality from beyond the grave by leaving them Kevin the Goat and $1 million.
Yep.
You're kind of a failure in that none of your kids yet has gone to prison. And I know that was a goal for you when you had them.
It was. It
Yeah.
would make really good, like, country music songs.
Yeah, you
Or
haven't.
books.
Yeah, all that's
Yeah.
happened so far on the country music checklist is that your car pieces are flying off as you go down the road.
I know. And it's the new car.
Well, look, if you hit anything hard enough with a rock, chances are
It was a boulder.
peace will come off of it. Can I
now
also
that-
say that I have joined the catalytic converter thief official
Oh, no.
club? Yeah.
Someone stole your catalytic converter off your hoopty?
It was parked with a catalytic converter, and then it was started the next day without one. And the spousal unit, I hate it when the spousal unit, Mr. Doom and Gloom, is right, because I like to gather evidence. And the spousal unit said, somebody stole our catalytic converter. And I said, well, that's possible. It's also possible we haven't put in a new muffler since we've lived here, and it's been 12 years in the snow belt, and maybe we didn't know it, but it just rusted through. So let's get the evidence, and we brought it in. And they said, I hate it when the spousal unit is right. Somebody stole your catalytic converter. So, yeah.
Why? Why do they steal catalytic converters?
Because
Explain that.
the thing that makes them work is just a little bit of platinum.
Jesus. I have nothing to say.
Just a little bit of platinum in the catalytic converter. And so if you don't mind crawling under people's cars at 3 a.m. with a bolt cutter or a Sawzall or whatever you use, it wouldn't be worth it to sell your catalytic converter. But if the platinum is free.
Well, put a sign up underneath your car where the new one is.
Yeah.
And write on it, OnlyFans pays more.
I don't think these guys are the people who are getting paid on OnlyFans. I think these are the guys who are trying to steal your catalytic converter to raise money to be paying to OnlyFans.
to watch OnlyFans.
That's right.
On OnlyFans.
That's right. They're not. You got the wrong end of the equation there of buyer and seller. I believe that the aftermarket one that I bought, believe they've painted that Pepto-Bismol pink as a deterrent.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if it's really a deterrent. Anyway, that was my car experience. I don't know what would have made me feel worse if I'd hit a giant rock and ripped it out, or the fact that it just got stolen while it was parked in front of my house.
Dude, it was like Plinko. You know what a Plinko game is?
Isn't that a Chinese gambling game in Vegas or something?
Yes, these two giant boulders just Plinkoed me right across our driveway. And of course, the child sitting next to me going, "Mom."
Stipulating that this is not a who had the worst day contest, I also would like to add the Ryder family's miserable experience when the small cutie came home.
Okay.
We followed the small cutie to open mic night, where he is working on his aspired to craft. And can I just say that if there's someone you really don't like, I'll give you a choice. You can leave them an unfriendly pet, or you can ask them to attend an open mic stand-up comedy night. We were there for 3 hours. I won't discuss the small cutie's routine because I think
I wouldn't do that.
As a mother, I think
unless you liked it.
I think as a mother, it's my duty to just say it's a work in progress. But I cannot believe the things that people think will get them a career in stand-up comedy. When was the last time you saw a Netflix special where the headliner makes an incest joke?
Oh, God.
Or a Comedy Central special where somebody made a breastfeeding joke? Yeah, I can't think of one. Can you think of any ever? No. These poor aspiring comedians, ranging in age from, I don't know how old you have to be to get in a bar, 21, to some of them were well into their 60s. Their development of their sense of humor was arrested when they were, I don't know, when did kids stop finding poopy funny?
What do you call that? Arrested development?
I don't know. There was some guy who went on and on about how great he is at pleasuring women, and I'm using the more polite terms, and I'm thinking there are those who talk and those who do is what I was thinking.
Exactly. Why aren't you in bed?
And some guy who talked about how he has a baby face but he likes older women looking at me, and my husband had to like hold me back because he said, "Is this bothering you?" And I said, and my husband like put his hand over my mouth, "Not if it's funny."
You didn't sit in the back and yell, "You suck."
No, I was trying to be a good. This is really hard when you try to be a good parent and it all works against you.
Yeah, but he's an adult now.
Does that mean all my responsibilities are concluded now?
Well, you don't have to bail him out of jail.
No, and he
and
doesn't.
You don't have to laugh at his jokes.
No, I did not laugh at his jokes.
Okay, now that we've alienated everybody.
Yes, it's been lovely. Thanks for listening to the Tory Writers She Said What podcast. Since you've made it to the end, you might want to know that my book, She Said What? A Life on the Air, is not only available in print, but now also in complete audiobook form, narrated by me and available on Audible.